I was actually in some work. I got stuck there, so that is the only reason it took me a little long. Just a moment. I'm just getting laptop and just logging from my mobile with this. Give me something for me to get logged. So we are left with only 2 subunits, right, in contemporary education. Am I right? Yes. Can anybody speak up with me? Yes.
Ma'am, also from chapter 4 also, ma'am.
Yeah, chapter 4, 5th and 6th subunit, they are combined from the chapter 4. Universalization of education, municipal committee, all those committees are there. Yeah, somebody was saying something. Let me share my screen with you all. Just a moment. Give me some time. And I request all the participants to, mute your.
We have done one.
Yeah. Whenever you're opening, you try to mute that again. Yes, ma'am.
कल हमने क्या सब्जेक्ट किया था? डेमोक्रेटिक रिपब्लिक ऑफ द कॉन्गो, राइट? या ओपन इट एंड स्टार्ट रीडिंग इट. ठीक है?
Yes. Some Galaxy 6 has unmuted the mic. Might be she's unaware. Kindly put yourself on mute. Doesn't do it. Let me share my screen with you all. Give me some time. Just a minute. Kindly let me share the screen, ma'am. The host who is sitting there. Excuse me, sir. Yeah. Can I share the screen? Can you please allow me to share the screen? The host, sir, can you allow me? I'm unable to share my screen. Sir, can you allow me to share the screen? Sir, allow me to share the screen. Yes, am I audible? Sir, this kindly allow me to share the screen, sir. Unable to so. Can you allow me to share the screen? Hello, anybody there?
We can hear you, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yes, I hope everybody is able to see the presentation here,
Yes, ma'am.
right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, can somebody respond to my query?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Hello?
ma'am. We can see.
Anybody home? Yeah, 16
Ma'am,
participants
we can
here.
see.
Okay, you're talking, but I'm unable to hear you. Just a moment.
Yes, ma'am.
Now,
We
can you
can see
speak
the
again? Yeah, very good. Thank you so much for the response. So, as we can see here, I am done with the unit 1, unit 2, and unit 3. I have finished with the, what do you say, the unit, subunit 1, subunit 3, subunit 4. And in fact, this one also I have finished, UEC, right? So when we see the next part, here you can see unit, subunit 5. Are you able to see the subunit 5?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So this subunit 5, I have to work with, wherein today I'm going to deal with the Yashpal committee, and then you have the other committees, that is Yashpal committee is there, Janardhan committee is there, POA is there. And in the sixth subunit, I'll be dealing with the, what do you say, the point frame, where to see the Indian education system at this and the RTE Act. Then definitely we are going to speak about the UEE, Universal Education, EFA, AEP, and all the Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan, all these things we are going to look into. Fine. So these are the topics I'm remaining with, point A, point B, and fifth unit, right? So in that way we are going to. So let me share my presentation with you. So we'll start with the I hope it is clear to you all, right? We'll start with the Janardhan Reddy committee. Okay. Then we'll switch to Yashpal committee. I hope my voice is clear enough.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Any no disturbances are coming, right?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No voice or no traffic, right?
No.
No, no, ma'am.
Okay, that's really nice. That is wonderful actually. My screen with you all, wherein I'll be discussing with the Janardhan Reddy committee. My screen is visible. Is my screen visible?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Okay. So here we are going to see the introduction to the, and we are going to see what are the objectives, the features of the POA, and new education policy, the advantages of Indian education system, and we are going to conclude the session. So as we have seen, the NEP in 1986 has set up and brought about a great change under the Prime Ministership of Rajiv Gandhi. And the committee has basically set up under the chairmanship of Acharya Ramurthy. We have seen already this, a small recap we can say. So basically this NPE has formed the base of the majority of the policies. So after in 1992, under the HR Minister Arjun Singh, again this policy has been revised in 1992, and then in 1986, whatever the envisions they have done has been brought about a change in it. So basically, this POA stands for the review of plan of action. So here we can say that the education which was given importance had played a positive and interventioning role in creating social and regional correcting. Basically, it has created the balances between the empowering women and giving right place to the disadvantaged minority section. So here we can find that there was a change because of the policies that has come. Now, when we see the feature, basically the role of the education here, it was giving importance of making the people, every individual responsible, and making them have all-round development through providing education. So that was the main thing here. Then education under the light of life they have provided, and develop knowledge skill through education, and they can develop international cooperation, peaceful systems like that, the major features with. So the national system of education, wherein they had this 10+2 accorded the the needs and the aspirants to have proper education system. So here they have given importance to equality to everyone, equal education. So they wanted to have opportunities for all the deprived students, deprived caste people, and it was education for all. So for that reason, they started Navodaya schools, which has opened so that they can support the socially and economically deprived children and talented children to take up the education. So basic aim was to have equal access and equal condition to have successful life for the students. Then education for SCs they have given, wherein they wanted to include equalization for SC population along with the insensitive to the insecure or insured children who are having undergoing the single parenting or drive with the parenthoodness, and the scholarship hostel facility and adult education was introduced. I hope my voice is audible to you all simultaneously.
Yes, ma'am. We can.
Here. So here basically the next we can find that women education was given importance. They wanted to have development empowering women so that they can be trained as an agent of the society. They can also become an instructor. So likewise they started having courses which are progressively beneficial for the women. Then education for tribes, they have given importance here, wherein the policy gave emphasis on the education of tribes. They started giving scholarship even at the higher education, and curriculum and study material was developed in such a manner that it is going to support. Okay. So it supports the what do you say, the yeah, it supports the tribal people with their tribal languages also. And adult education, as I told you, under the NLP, NLM, National Literacy Mission, they wanted to literate people from the age group of 15 to 35 years, and adult schools, libraries, distance education, private TV programs are being introduced. And then in the eighth aspect, we can find early childhood education as a major feature when they have emphasized on daycare centers, promoting child-focused program, result. They wanted to act like supporting the primary education of support system of working POA. And we can find that the in pursuance of revised POA in 92, new centrally sponsored schemes have come wherein they have given importance to the intensive programs for backward minorities, scheme for financial assistance for the madrasas and number of gurukulas as well. And under this, they have also given establishment of new primary and upper primary schools, education centers, infrastructural facilities, physical facilities has been provided, residential schools has been coming into the existence. Then the operation of blackboard. So here they said that the blackboard basically the two reasonably large rooms are used and are used as usable in all weather conditions. So they wanted to have operating blackboards wherein they, apart from that, they also have the necessary toy games and material. At least minimum they should have two operation boards, actually two rooms at least minimum for the classes. So they, in that class they will be having maps, charts and other learning material. So this is the level of education that they have given: primary, middle. You can see the photograph here. Are you able to see this?
Yes, ma'am.
So next primary education, compulsory education, and basically here free education didn't come, but in the Right to Education Act it will come. So here they wanted to have compulsory education for children. They brought a platform, and later they wanted to have at least education up to 14 years. Was the major aim of this POA. Then secondary education also, as I told you, it was also given new facilities so that they can have proper education for higher secondary students. And vocationalization of education, wherein they would do a lot of vocational courses. So higher education was this,
At the end of the prescribed course of the study, the degree or diploma is awarded. It is the stage of learning that occurs in the university, and higher education is beyond the high school, especially at the college or university level. So higher education has autonomous commissions and also open and distance learning. AICT is one of the responsible organization which is working for the technological national development programs, and they have during sixth 5-year plan 14 areas of emerging technology they have been supported and they got selected. And the campus survey they would do community wise, so that they can have that how the census are going on, how many students are taking up education and all that. So then new NEP has come. So we can find that NEP has developed, NPE and has developed in a very different stages here. We can find the first stage was from 68 under the Indira Gandhi's rule, then Rajiv Gandhi's rule, prime ministership, and then we have Narasimha Rao's prime ministership. Then under Manmohan Singh it was this, and then it is a Narendra Modi times, it was from 2017. So we can find this timeline wherein the NPE was developing. So here we can find that 1968 Indira Gandhi has announced first NPE, which was based upon the recommendation of the Education Commission, which we have studied in the last session. Similarly, in 1986 it was Rajiv Gandhi who have focused on adult education and empowerment of minorities. When it comes to 1992, they have spoken about by Narasimha Rao. He has given importance to common entrance examination for professional and technical programs. And by 2005, new NEP has come, wherein it was introduced under the Manmohan Singh Prime Minister, wherein he has given common minimum programs. Then in 2016, new NEP has come, wherein under Prime Minister Narendra Modi, wherein he wants addressing the gender discrimination, creation of educational for tribunals, and common curriculum for science, maths, and English. By 2017, NEP with major changes are scheduled to be launched, and it has got launched. And we have spoken about it in the last session in depth. Then when we speak about the advantages of plan of action, basically it has compared other countries and they have done a survey, and along with that they wanted to have like regular attendance, and students should gain basic knowledge of daily habitation life needs, and students should go through many exams so that they can learn, analyze, and strengthen their weaknesses. So conclusion, I would say that this happened in the as an education system in India. It defines the revolution. It is effective learning system wherein India is utilizing the majority of the resources. So according to Abdul APJ Kalam, he said that dream of India will be succeeded by 2020, and it has happened in the form of what do you say, NPE and NEP. So here one sentence statement given by Nelson Mandela. He said that education is the most powerful weapon we can use to change the world. So with this, I finished the plan of action. Now I'll be switching to the other one, that is Janardhan Reddy. This was actually combination of both Janardhan Reddy and plan of action. Okay. Now I'll be switching on to the other one. That is Rammurthy reviews. We will be observing that. Yes, when we speak about this committee, it has, as we all know, it has been evaluated from the NEP only. It has come up. So this committee has put efforts for social and economical development of the deprived, who are deprived class people, who are deprived from the education. So those people, those category of people have been given education, and the social and economic development was given importance. So we can find that there was the need of human development was given important, wherein we can find the government has kept a lot of high priority, the greatest priority to education here. So I hope this is visible. Are you guys with me?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Find that this this policy of economical development and providing to the deprived class people, and this committee was popularly known as Ramamurthy Review Committee, under the name of Acharya Ramamurthy, the chairman of the committee. The committee was appointed on May 7th, 1990, under the table Parliament of January 1991. So the approach of the committee, they wanted to give equity and social justice, decentralization of education management at all levels, establishment of participative education order, inculcation of values indispensable for creation of an enlightened and human society, empowerment of work. These are the certain approaches. Then these are the recommendations. So they wanted to have development of common school system, removing disparities in education, promotion of women education, value education has to be inculcated in the syllabus, early childhood education, right to education, and operation of blackboard, which we have seen nowadays schools have come up so that they can develop the talented students, work experiences, that is SUPW. Mm, what is the full form of SUPW? How many of you have done this SUPW? Now what they are calling it as?
Arts
Any
and
guesses?
crafts they teach, no, ma'am.
Yes, yes. What is the full form of it?
Full form, I don't remember. ma'am.
Socially useful, productive work. What now? What they are calling it? Now what they are calling it as? EPC, which you are doing in B.Ed and M.Ed. What is EPC?
Enhancement of professional competencies.
Very good. So that is converted to EPC. Basically, they also want to have productive work. So here in this resource for education was the first step they have given importance. After the Ramamurthy, we will switch to the other one. That is we have the Yashpal committee. Yeah, learning without burden. That was the actual statement for the the Yashpal committee actually. So here the introduction of it. So basically the human resource HRD, MHRD, which is responsible under the HRD. This 8-member committee was formed, Yashpal committee, which is called as that. So the Professor Yashpal called National Advisory Committee, properly called with his chairman usually. So the committee chiefly studied the prevalent curricula and textbook constructed by the NCERT and CBSE. On July 15, 1993, the commission rendered to report titled Learning Without Burden to the government. Learning without burden. So it has 5 parts. The first part is talking about the introduction. It explains the objective and discuss the method of working. Then second part, it shows the problem of curriculum load. It discusses the prevalent school education system and its problems. And third, it shows the roots of the problems. And fourth, it speaks about the recommendation solutions of the problems. And the fifth, it has the appendices. Let us speak about the evaluation of Yashpal committee. So this report lacks clarity and logical sequencing. No member of the committee had any experience of teaching at school level. It was the reason that it could understand neither the nature of problem nor its cause. It could suggest any worthwhile solution. That is the drawback. These are the following are the manifestation of the existence of the proper. So starting early size of the school bag. They have given importance, examination system, joyless learning, syllabary and textbooks. This was the major problems that was existing. So the committee have identified these are the root causes: knowledge versus information, centralize the character of curriculum, convention of teaching the text, competition-based social ethos, and absence of academic ethos. So the committee has given recommendations that they should have involvement of teacher in framing curriculum and preparing the textbooks. Test or interviews for admission in preschool should not be performed, and homework should not be there. Project work at the primary stage can be given. An extensive use of audiovisual material and enforcing people ratio, that is 1:40. Who is 1 here?
Teacher.
And 40 are the students. So with this, we have understood what is this Yashpal committee is all about. I'm going little fast. Is it okay? Because there are too many committees here. Okay. After the Yashpal committee, we will switch to the universalization of elementary education. So yes, so this is the universalization of elementary education, wherein they have promoted Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan, and what are the aims of Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan and all that we will see. And simultaneously, it has the Nai Talim. We will talk about the Nai Talim also a little bit. When we speak about the universalization of elementary education, so they wanted to have elementary education for all. It means that all the children belonging to different economical backgrounds or rural or urban areas, they should take up education without any discrimination. So under the this universal declaration of human rights, they said that in 2009 the Right to Education Act came, wherein they said that it is the right of the children to take up education. So this is the opportunity they should be provided with. So stages of universal UEE, that is free education. They wanted to provide free books, free stationery, free school transport, free midday meal. All these should be involved in UEE program. So in this universalization of provisions, they provided school facilities for all children between 6 to 14, and they wanted to enroll the children by the age of 6 years only, and the retention of the enrolled students in the school until they complete the elementary education. Then we have the promotion of Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan. When we speak about Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan, the main feature of it is this program has given importance to universal elementary education, and simultaneously it was time-bound program. It provided opportunity, improving the capabilities of the students, and it developed political willingness among the students. They have focused on weaker section, and they have developed national integration. They wanted to bridge a gap between the different social groups. So they have developed partnership between the central, state, and the local governments. So the aim of Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan was to have elementary education for all. Then we have bridging the gap between the people, and having a focus on the elementary education, which provides the satisfactory quality, emphasizing for life, and universal retention, and linking education to life. The strategies that they have provided from Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan are institutional reforms, and it has given the sustainable financial partnership, community ownership, Then institutional capacity building. What do you understand by institutional capacity building? Yes, what do you understand by capacity building?
Ma'am, more number of students can be accommodated. It's
Yes,
like that.
institution, yes, exactly. Not only that, but yes, capacity building, the infrastructure and as well as the human resource development should take place in any institution. And the qualitative improvement, improving the mainstream of education administration, community-based monitoring focused on special groups, emphasis on quality, and the teacher role was given importance. So this is what about the UEE and Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan. Now let me share with you another thing. Then also we have the RMSA. What is RMSA? We have studied already this. In which paper we have studied? Could you remember?
Sociological perspective. No?
Okay. School organization and management. Yes. Is my screen visible? Yes. Is my screen visible?
Yes, ma'am.
So we are going to study now Rashtriya Madhyamik Shiksha Abhiyan RMSA, the extension of Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan. So here we can find that again this basically Sarva
Ma'am,
Shiksha
excuse me,
Abhiyan
RMSA is
element
not there, I think, ma'am.
RMSA is there.
RTE, APP, EP, SSA, these are there, but RMS is not there, ma'am.
Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan is every Nai Talim is there. Shivaji Rao Gaikwade. UEE, EFA, how that is not there. RMSA. Yeah, it isn't there. Okay, not there. Only Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan is there. That's it. Okay, no problem for that. Yes. So we will see the Indian education systems at different levels. Okay, so this level of education is in concern to RTE Act. Now let us see what is this RTE Act now. Is my screen visible? So we have finished with Ramamurthy Committee, Yashpal Committee, Janardhan Reddy and POA. Now we'll switch to the sixth subunit, that is under the Right to Education Act, how the different level of Indian education system has been framed. So when we speak about Right to Education Act, so what is this RTE? Can anybody tell me? After reading this content on the screen,
Every child of age 6 to 14 has right to have education, ma'am. And also they have done it compulsory and free education.
it's compulsory and free education.
I think for SCs and STs to come forward and join the schools. Girl children also.
So because of the RTE, today every child has the right to take up education. Actually, 135 countries have taken this education as one of the right of the children. And in April 1st, 2010, this came into force, and we can find that the this education has become a right for the children. And under the Article 221A, we can find this article to be existing. So it has both the connection with the directive principle and as well as fundamental right. So they wanted to have compulsory education, which means all the state should ensure that every child should have completing his elementary education, and free education should be provided so that they should not pay any fee, and they should have all the expenses will be taken care by the government itself. And the children after this got benefited are 22 crores children got benefited out of that. And the major objective is they wanted to provide free and compulsory education. Now they have changed from 16 to 14 years to how many years? Any guesses?
18. No?
Exactly. So it is till 18 years, it has given importance. Now they want to have free and compulsory education till from 1 to 16, I think so. 1 to 18, I think so. And basically they wanted, this RTE came because they wanted to support the disadvantaged group of children. So this protection of RTE Act can be in the form of power which is assigned under the section of 14 and 24. So basically this Commission for Protection of Children Right Act is basically acting like an authority. So if you violate, they will if violation and penalty, when you see if you violate, the violation is done of this RTE Act, then they will collect a fee, or they will charge people who are not allowing them to take any education. If there is physical or mental harassment also to the students, they will be taking some violation against this. And any delay in school issuing TCs or teacher having any corporal punishments, all these things will be taken care of the RTE only. So here they have a definition for section 2. They spoke about the children belonging to the disadvantaged people, to children belonging to the weaker sex, elementary education, local authority, school, 4 categories of school. There are 4 categories, that is government school, aided school, school belonging to special categories, that is Kendriya Vidyalaya, Navodaya, Sainik schools, and unaided schools, in which this provided compulsory. So they want to have children to directly admitted to the age, the class appropriate. And under section 9, this also taking care of this. And under the section 10, they describe the duty for parents, guardians, ward, neighborhood, everyone. And in the section 11, they have given the duties which are appropriate to government to provide preschool education. So there are a lot of sections here till 24 till 38 we have. So I'm just skipping them. We'll switch to the schedule. They want to have teacher people ratio from 1 to 5 is 1 is to 30, up to 120 to 200 students plus 1 HM, more than 200, 140 plus 1 HM, and 6 to 8, 1 is to 35. I hope you are able to see this. Do you want me to read it out?
No need, ma'am. Ma'am, it would be helpful if you forward us these
Yeah, I will.
slides.
I
data.
will. Immediately I will do that. Okay. Then the building they want to have all weather building. All weather building means, what do you mean by all weather building? It should, the construction should be such that it should not have any problem of the harsh temperatures. If it is too hot also, it should not be uncomfortable for the children, and if it is rainy, it should not be over flooded with the classrooms. So like that, it should be all weather building should be built, toilets for boys and girls, kitchen for managing the dispensary, and on, like what you said, the kitchen what you said, the kitchen should be there, and the playground, security for secured boundary walls, minimum working days, right? You can see their working days 200 to 220, and instruction hours like this 800,000. Then minimum working per hour per week is 45 hours, providing teaching learning equipments, library, game and sports. Model rules are the right of children to compulsory and free education. They want to have within walking distance 1 kilometer. They want to have schools like this. They wanted to have schools like that. 1 kilometer and 3 kilometers circumference. No school exists within the area or limits specified. Government has to make provision for free transportation, and population density may establish more than one neighborhood school. States have to make appropriate safe transportation, ensuring children to have social and cultural factors to be developed. Textbook, writing materials, special sub materials should be provided to the children. Look, expenditure of should be calculated. Annual auditing should take place. Receiving reimbursement from the government should be maintained separately from the bank account. And every non-government school exists before the commercial of the act. Commencement of the act has to make a self-declaration within 3 months to concern DO regarding that. They will also provide this kind of programs. So like that, this was going on. So every non-government school established after the act came into force, and equality before like other organizations of the government. And then they have the SMCs and the school management committees. They started having and the academic authority SCRT laid down the minimum academic qualifications for teachers to be appointed, redressal for the teachers, and short constitutions for these at the state level, both at the what you say at the ground level also it is accepted at the block level. So state commission is formed so that the provision of right can be provided. Commonly raised issues, fundamental is the duty of the state. Now the state is enforcing it on other, including the minorities. And the RT Act threatens to take away the right granted and guaranteed to the minority, and it does not mention the word minority at all anywhere. And it neglected back out the Article 30, where it shows the all filed and pending in SCs, and 25 seats to be reserved for the disadvantaged group. How to identify the disadvantaged group is also not given properly. Then we have the compulsory education started at the age of 6. Normally, all the school admission starts from the KG, that is 1 year or so. The class children appropriate receive special training, and regarding age proof, even an affidavit will suffice when it will be sufficient enough. Then we have the for the kitchen department want to have the disadvantaged children. No one should be detained under the class of 8. Promotion system started developing. So every unaided school comes under the model rule 13, must have school management committee, and 75 of the members must be parents, guardians of the children, remaining from local representatives or the people teacher representing, etc. For 50% are the women. So these are the recommendations given by the company, by the organization. So 75% of the members must be parents, guardians, and the remaining local representatives must be 50%. And no school can be established without attaining a certificate of registration. An existing school has to open registration, and the standards, the fear of it should be reduced so that the recognition under the higher authorities should be better. And no explicit reference to the child labor. On the inclusion of private school, there was a controversy and they did not add. So adequacy of norms and standards are given importance. Inclusion of parent in the compulsion law, and no detention, no examination. Quality have suffered. Issues of finance have been given a lot of trouble to the teachers and the schools. And why only 6 to 14, why not 0 to 18? That was a question, and it has been achieved by the NPE by this year. So disabled were left out for the education bill, but not added through an amendment. So because we need qualified and trained teachers for the special educator. So no standards for definition of teacher qualification was given, but today they are having certain standards. And seats in unaided private schools were reserved very priorly only. Status for poor children was in private school was worst, and Input Orientation Act has been guaranteed so that they can promise quality of education. Admissions according to the age, but not facility for bridging the courses. So automatic classroom may be in counterproductive, but promotion is promotion. Still, the child, if he is promoted to 10th class from 7th, still his mind is like that of an 8th and 9th student. Full recognition program has to be done, because without, if you are not recognized, you will not be given any importance. So after this, 60 private schools have faced closure. This SMCs has to be managed very precisely by the parents. Then we have the problems of it has given exempted private minority schools, which is not and the children from the migrant families are finding difficult, and the parents who is the children who is single parent child, they are also suffering a lot from this. And the compulsion for parents to be a participant, they act like a supporting system, has to be given importance. That is what it said. Parents don't send children to the school, and how will they be able to learn, right? This was the provision given by this committee, and they have triggered only for weaker sections, not for anyone, and not for minorities. So education has severely disabled within the purview of the act, and the children not in the school right now, basically there are very few children who are taking admissions. No awareness is given. And transport problems that they are there. The 3-factor award, where they have given importance the high status of profession and admission only to the premium graduates, and the intensive training, new recruitments are monitored, are mentioned. So this is not appropriate actually. So with this, we will conclude that RTE Act, as we have seen, 135 nations have come up with this act. So we have also joined in the form of RTE Act in our constitution. Yes, after the RT Act, what is the other part we have to study? Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan is over. UE also I have finished, universal education. And Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan, Nai Talim I have to start with. Nai Talim, just a moment, I will share Nai Talim ka presentation. What do you know about Nai Talim?
Learning by doing.
Okay, apart from that,
New education proposed by Gandhiji. It's experientially based learning.
very good.
It's a learning at the grassroots level, madam, apart from books and theories.
Okay, so just a moment. I'll share the screen with you all. Yes. So when we speak about Nai Talim, it is nothing but the experiential learning they have talked about and work education actually. So when we speak about the experiential learning, they are talking about learning to learn, learning to do, learning to live together, and learning to be. So this is the major aim of Nai Talim. So here in Gandhiji's view, learning and knowledge acquisition in real situation, basically participation in productive work will give you an effective critical development tool at different stages of childhood and adolescence. It develops value and skill formation, helps promote multidimensional attributes in the cognitive, affective, and psychomotor domain. When we speak about in real life situation, it engages with the work of with for the students and a holistic approach. It can be developing essential for the children to have irrespective of their social and economic background so that they can integrate head, heart, and hand so that they can have secular, egalitarian, and democratic society. So this is the main approach of Nai Talim in the Gandhiji's view. So when we speak about the Nai Talim basic education, it has given education through craft, art, and work. So here primacy of child work is given importance. So here there is a difference between child labor and child work. Okay, so don't get confused. Can you tell me what is child labor? By seeing this presentation, you should tell me what is child labor and child work.
Forcing children to do work that they really cannot do physically or mentally.
Couldn't hear you. Be louder.
Ma'am,
Yes.
making children do the work that they really cannot do physically or mentally, forcing them to do in that is child
Okay, that is child
labor.
labor. Okay.
Child work is enjoy they are doing that is useful to them for their future.
Very good. And then any other thing? Mechanically, they are engaged. They are giving working hours. Wage related exploitation goes on. Hazardous work they provide, but here child work doesn't do that. It is cooperative engagement, provides the overall development, and cooperative group cohesion and social learning takes place. So what is the effectiveness of it? How it is effective? Come on, one person can tell me the one objective of it. Explain me first objective. Yes, very quickly. Anybody else? Anybody who can give the explanation of it?
Ma'am, the first one is experience with natural occurrence, right?
Yes.
So when teacher is teaching children about the space and space astronauts and all, she could have related it to the recent last week. People have gone to space.
Yeah.
The astronauts have gone to space. They have visited it like some visitors or tourists there. So within 1 hour they have come back. So this is all is happening around. She could relate it like that. Shows on that children might get more understanding and more usage and more why is it required and how is it that we can go there, all those things.
Yeah, that's true. Then next one, second person.
Is it related to life? I mean, whatever the child is learning, it should help them in the future. It should enhance their productive work.
Enhance their productive work and promote learning, provide learning situation. And third one,
Activity-based learning.
Yeah, inquiries, experiences, they should further examine, evaluate. So when we speak about holistic development, all the 3 H should be involved. What are the 3 H? What are the 3 H?
Head, heart, and hand.
What do you mean by head?
But they have to concentrate and do whatever they're doing.
Taxonomy. According to Bloom's taxonomy, what is head?
Critical thinking.
Cognitive
Knowledge.
Cognitive development. Heart
Is it develop interest?
head is cognition. Heart is
They should have the interest to learn. I mean,
okay.
Interest, we can't force the child to learn. I mean, even though we teach them, they won't be able to grasp it.
Yeah. Head is cognitive, heart is affective, hand is psychomotor. Head, heart, and hand. Got it? Yes. Now, when we speak about the experiential learning, they have given importance to social and ethical aspect of the scheme. So in this method of education, they give importance to psychological, scientific, and practical work. Quickly go through with the flow chart. And if you have any questions, queries, you can ask, or else you should give me any explanation if you want to. Yeah. Are you going through? Because it's easy, I'm not giving you again and again repeated this thing.
The screen is not visible now.
Screen isn't visible?
No.
It's
OMG.
visible, ma'am. It's visible.
Again, I will share, no problem for me. You can pin my chat or
Yeah, now
pin. Okay, ma. Go through once very quickly and tell me. We are remaining with 4 more chapters, 4 more topics. Very quickly you go through. Now I will be providing you this presentation, don't worry. Is it done? So basically, psychological, they concentrate on the self-esteem, or study environment they develop. Scientific means they want to have experiential learning, experimental learning. In practical, they want to have community-based learning, wherein the children can connect to the community, local people and environment, and they study how those situations are. Okay. That is the main important of NI Talim. Then here the learning model, which was given by Kolb. He said it is concentrated experiences, which is tangible, immediate experiences. They grasp the knowledge. It is reflective observation. They collect the data, critically they analyze it, and abstraction of concepts wherein they process and analyze the data they receive, and internal process of development develops in the form of theory from experience. And active experiments, which help them to modify the behavior within themselves, and they can take up certain future action. New concepts, new situations, they will learn it. And then types of experiential learning is field-based experience, and classroom-based learning can be also be the experiential learning. Learning experiential activities, they should decide like or thinking about potential activities by complementing overall courses, evaluation criteria. Maybe you can use all this, like for example, immunizing for chickens for epidemics, learning physics and chemistry, biology, maths, activity for 6th to 9th standards we can have. Then activities I have given here. Expectations, so many children will gain useful life and livelihood skills. The children will become more responsible problem solver kind of a person, and the school curriculum can become integral part of the curriculum. School children's life will become an integral part of the life of the curriculum, because हम जितना भी जिंदगी में पढ़े, we don't know कि हम क्यों पढ़े. आज ऐसा हो गया एजुकेशन जो हमारी जिंदगी का हिस्सा है. Education should be like that. It should be an integrated part of your own life. So this can also happen. So they can have monitor, they can survey, they can be a part of the society in which they are living in. So steps here is experiencing and exploring, doing. Then next is sharing, reflecting what happened, then processing, analyzing what's important, then generalizing, so what to do in real life. Then application, now what can be happening. Okay. So this is about the experiential learning. Talim, that is. Now we will switch to the other one, that is the Shayaji Rao Gokhwade. Let me share my screen with you all. Just a moment. No, just a moment. Just a moment. So when we speak about Shivaji Rao Gaikwad, we can find that he was Maharaja of Jidavri. He was the most famous person. He was notably remembered for his ruling system for 60 years, and he has established primary education in Baroda. He has set up a library system. Just a moment, I'm not getting a proper presentation for him. Okay. Okay. So basically, he has given importance to primary education. I'm not finding a proper presentation for him, so I will be just doing a presentation in this way. Just a moment. Let me share my screen with you all. So when we speak about Shahaji Rao, it may come as a short answer to give importance to him, because they are giving importance to him a lot. Shahaji Rao Gaikwad from Baroda. He is from. Actually, he is a founder of Bank of Baroda also. So he was a very visionary. Actually, he was actually Maharaja. He was a king, ruled for 60 years. So he gave compulsory primary education, okay, in Baroda. बड़ौदा वडोदरा भी बोलते हैं उसको एरिया में, वो जहाँ रूल किए थे. Not only that, he was also started Baroda College of Science. Okay. He have also established a library system, and it is now called as the Central Library of Baroda. जो library उन्होंने बड़ौदा में बनाए थे, now it is called as Central Library of Baroda. And he have first Indian ruler who has given free and compulsory education for his Janata. Primary education. And he has opened several schools. He have opened. He have also promoted intermarriages. Okay, intermarriages. And he have also started textile industries, and also an education reformist. He was an educational reformer. developed Sanskrit language. And he have also supported Dr. B.R. Ambedkar in making constitution. What a great visionary, you know? Are you guys with me?
Yes, ma'am.
So he was the first Asian member of British House of Commons. Okay. He also he have sent his agriculture commissioner to US for doing research. Such a great person, no? He have sent his agricultural commissioner commissioner to USA for research. So that is what his contributions are. Okay, so this is about Shivaji Rao Gaikwad. Anybody from Marathi language sitting here in the audience? Then we'll switch to the other this thing, that is EFA, education for, right? And am I going proper? Can you spare some time, or do you is it taking too much of time? So when we speak about education for all, it is basically giving under the World Conference of Education, which was held in Thailand, wherein they wanted to have education for all. So the this came into, so that they wanted to have minimal level of learning from primary to upper primary and to the secondary education. They have also emphasized on early childhood education as well. And National Elementary Education Mission has come up so that they can support this education for all from the World Conference. Then we have the other one, that is the APPEP, that is yeah. Andhra Pradesh, this thing, Andhra Pradesh educational policy that they had, education project that they have come up with, Andhra Pradesh Primary Education Project, which was funded by the British people. And basically this was meant to train the teachers so that they can provide a learning atmosphere to the teachers, and learning by doing, discovering and experiencing was given importance. They developed individual groups as a whole classwork and provided teaching based on individual differences, customized learning we can say, and used the local environment and created and developed an interest classrooms. So this is the major recommendations by that. And the UDPEP is nothing but the district level this thing primary education. Okay, so basically this was an intervening program so that they want to have the quality education, wherein they have started it went into phases. So in the first phase, the program was launched in 42 districts actually in the state of Assam, Haryana, and 80 districts of Orissa. District level program was basically a decisive impact in the increasing enrollment and reducing the stagnation. And they have given importance to primary education, non-formal stream they have given importance, and weaker section has also been taken into consideration. So basically the function of this district level pre-primary educational project was they wanted to increase the access for opening primary schools, improve the quality and retaining the students, and qualitative education activity. So they have resources and the budget system. Basically, we can find that the district level education project created a wholesome development in the country, but all developing the government at all the layers, that was the major importance that they have given. So with this, we have winded up with our session for today. I will be sending you what do you say, the question paper, so that you can have an idea. I will I will send along with the important questions as well. Now I think so the time has gone too much high. It is 5:30. We will wind up the session for today. And the PPTs which I have shared with you, I'll be sharing it with you all. Don't worry. So
Ma'am, even articles.
yeah, everything, all the contemporary education notes I was in the process of making. As you could see, I have made few of the presentations for these chapters. Now I will be working on those articles which I have already showed you. I will share it with you. That's it. Okay, so anything else you want to have query? I will be sending you important questions also, either in the form of written or in the form of typed questions. Okay,
Old papers
Sure.
also were required, ma'am, like 2-3 years ka.
कौन से papers होना है आपको?
All these you have sent only the last year paper, like previous years 2-3 years ka we need it.
No, sir will send you. The moment I have sent already to sir. So sir sent me that when you send the notes, no madam, I will send all together. So that was the thing. Okay. So now what I will do is I'll work for a few days for your notes, and I will send all the notes together. Is it okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Like we thought, like if we get the papers now, we'll start preparing like what is for 5 marks, what is for essay type and all, we can start preparing.
As we can see today, this education for all, AP and this district level primary education, all these are short answers. Okay, they will not come in long answer. And universalized UEE might be a long answer. Okay, UEE might be a long answer. Then Yashpal committee, Janardhan Reddy committee, and Rammurthy committee these committees are very small. But yes, Kothari commission, which we have spoken, that is a compulsion question that is going to come. So keep this in mind, that these commissions and committees का major what you should do is side headings को जरा ज़्यादा importance दे दो. Anyhow मैं है ना notes बना रही हूँ short form के short छोटे notes, वो आप लोग को बहुत accessible हो जाएंगे.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So give me some more time, within 2 to 3 days. कब है exams आपका? When is your exam? 4th August, right? So I will be sending you inshallah by 20th August. If you could give me some time. Is it okay if I give you on 20th August?
Okay, ma'am.
28th August.
July.
Sorry, July. I am so sorry. August
Done, ma'am. Yeah, done, ma'am.
Yeah.
Other 1 week you're going to take. Okay.
No, 3 days. 7, 8,
Okay.
9, 17, 18, 19, 20. Within 3 days, I will try to send you. Okay.
Done, ma'am. Done.
So contemporary is over. Any other subject which I taught you? Any other?
Guidelines and counseling and
What is the other subject?
Environmental education.
Environmental education. Did I teach you?
yes, ma'am.
I have taught you environmental education. Have I posted the notes? No.
Ma'am, we got the PPT,
Notes,
ma'am.
no.
We got the PPT that you have sent.
I don't remember what PPT I have made also. I am so sorry. My memory is very.
Thunderstorm, heavy rains, rainfall, all those parts, ma'am. That one. About the environment.
Acha, yes.
Biotic, abiotic.
I think so. I have sent you Word documents.
Yeah, ma'am.
Right?
That
Not
is
PPT.
general.
I
ma'am.
didn't send you PPTs. I have sent you Word documents.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay.
Guidelines and counseling you need to send, and this one.
Guidance I haven't taken. I didn't know
Okay.
guidance and counseling, but still I have one or two PPTs. I will send that. That's not an issue.
Okay. And ma'am, we need even for guidance, guiding us for the TET exam and CTET exam also, ma'am.
Attend CTET you want? Okay.
Yeah.
For that,
If you can give us your contact number, like after this exams also we'll call and just ask you, ma'am, this is what to prepare, what, how and all.
actually I work for, I usually give this training for this courses, CTET and CTET. I will talk to sir and will let you know. Is it okay, Janki?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I'll talk to sir and I will guide you. Okay?
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank
Dhamma.
you.
Thank you so much. Have a good time and all the best for your examination. I'm sure that you are done with your practical work and all those record writing. Which is a
Only
huge-
ninth item is left, ma'am. Rest all is done.
Yes, Poon. Yes, Lata.
Ma'am, only the new record is left out. Rest all we have done.
Nahi Talim.
Yes.
Nahi Talim, you have an internal examination also, it seems, for that.
Oh,
I am also not aware of it. Just now I came to know. I have no clue of it actually, but then still be prepared for that. Nahi Talim, I have showed you, I will share that presentation to you all.
Ma'am, Naithalam, about English, what we need to write, ma'am? Like it differs from other subjects, right? It differs from science to English. English, like what the importance to grammar will give.
Language is a part of our life. What is experiential learning? Just now we have spoken that what is experiential learning is something that should be there in your real life. What is existing in your life? That is what Naitanim is talking about. Education is not something that is away from your life. It is a part of your life. So language is a part of your life. It's a daily thing. If you get up, you start speaking. That is what language is. So how you incorporate that English in your daily life, how they will converse, how they will speak, how they will learn.
Now, taking
Also-
lesson plan, how do we prepare it, ma'am? Like that, like generally we can speak and we can tell.
Right? Haven't they provided you with your lesson plan format?
Lesson plan format, if we got science, ma'am, but it will be differ from science and English,
Oh,
right?
no. Naitalim is same one. It will be either it is language, either it is subject. There is no difference.
Then okay, ma'am. Then okay. I'll
What
just
for
do it.
this thing, head, heart, and hand. This is the three major things that you need to keep in mind. Based upon these three, you have to frame your objectives, and simultaneously you will be working on it.
Okay, ma'am.
So all the head, heart, and hand should be achieved in your lesson plan.
Okay, ma'am.
If possible, I think so. You have a lesson plan format already been there with you.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so no problem for that. Just follow up that and then go ahead. How is the lesson plan? Do you have it like a tabular form or what is it?
It's not like tabular from ma'am, like it's a paragraph.
It's a paragraph. Okay then, ma. Take care.
Okay, ma'am.
See you all. No, this will be my last class, I suppose. So all the best for your examination and lovely teaching to you all. Hope you have a good and a bright future ahead. So anything you want to share? I enjoyed teaching you. I don't know what was your take towards my teaching. I used to go like a roller coaster ride, I suppose.
Ma'am, we enjoyed your teaching, ma'am.
Okay, so what is the elements you have liked and elements you want me to change?
Everything is good, ma'am.
I want a small feedback from you all. Maybe after this, I might not get you people again.
Ma'am, it was very good, and we could last, I think, third semester, most of the things whatever you were telling, I used to write down, and I've written those only in the exams, ma'am. I hardly opened. I don't remember the subject. I hardly opened the textbook. Whatever you have told, I used to write. point wise. And I revised only those and I went to the exam, ma'am. I got quite good marks also. It was very nice listening to your lessons. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Gayatri. You only said positive things. Negative also you should say. I will work upon it.
Ma'am, negative.
Nothing is to tell about negative. Everything is like positive.
Yeah.
Okay, then that's really nice to know. But really, there will be something. I want everybody to participate. I have Padmaja here, right? Padmaja, Gayatri, Ranjani, Srijana, Sophia.
I'm a prospective new admission in Vijeta, ma'am. They have given your link to attend the class so that I can take a call on whether to get admitted in Vijeta or not. And I have already taken a decision based on your one class. You know, that speaks volumes about your class.
Okay, then no issues. It's a first class, so it's okay then. No problem. All the best for your examination. I used to go a little fast because we have very less time. Anyhow, see you all. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Wishing you all have a good and bright future.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you, ma'am.
Yeah, yeah.